Well, we are back, guys, after a long break from this AC Milan series. Now, I had meant to get back to you a lot earlier, but just with family issues, wedding issues, etc., etc., it's been very hectic. I've obviously got my Barcelona series that's been churning out the odd episode now and again, which has kept you guys going, obviously, on the channel, which is okay. Now, for this series, it's been awful. I'll not sugarcoat it. It's been woeful. Um, we are 2 points on the board after 5 league games. That is dreadful. To be honest, looking at what we've done, we've beat Provicelli in the cup, fair dues. We've lost 3-2 to Sassuolo, never should have happened. 1-1 against Carpe, poor. 2-2 against Palermo, awful. Despite us being down to 10 men and pulling 2 goals back late on, we were pretty poor. Lost 1-0 to Chievo, I have nothing to say about that game. We were just awful. And then lost 2-1 to Genoa, which was pretty annoying, to say the least, when I think that we were undoubtedly the better team. Just really frustrating so far. I've changed the tactic up a bit because I didn't feel it was working for us. So what I've gone with is a 4-3-3 system. I felt the system we were employing before with 3 behind the front striker didn't really work. So I've gone with this. Donnarumma in goals, Descaglio and Antonelli as the full backs, Mexes and Romagnoli as the centre backs, midfield 3 of ball in the midfielder, Poli, box-to-box midfielder, Bonaventura, and deep line playmaker as Montolivo. I just felt that was a better system for us to play than having the sort of 1 there and the 3 there, and it just didn't look right to me. Bacca, Menez, and Luis Adriano up front. Luis Adriano obviously scored 2 goals in the game against Palermo when we were 2-0 down. So he's in there with a chance. Menez is back from injury now, still trying to find fitness, so hopefully he'll be able to bang in the goals alongside Bacca and Luis Adriano. So that's the general system. What I would say is, in these games, I've given guys a chance that you wouldn't think should get a chance. 3 off the bench appearances for El Halali, and obviously we've got also Christian Maldini, the son of Paolo Maldini, obviously. A couple of games off the bench as well. Just trying to boost our confidence a bit. If games are lost, games are lost. I'm not going to make it difficult for us for the future. We aren't going to win this league, plain and simple. If we do okay, then that's okay. We've got, the board have said they want a Europa League qualifying. I think it might have been. Just double check that. I hope it's Europa League. I hope it's not Champions League. That would be a nightmare. Let's see. Underperforming, fair enough. Yes, Europa League qualification, which in Serie A is 5th. So realistically, I would hope that we could get 5th. It's not started off well at all, but we're hopeful. And in this triple live com of games, we've got a hard run. We've got Lazio, Fiorentina, Juventus. Now, you think, if we can't beat Sassuolo, Carpe, Palermo, Chievo, and Genoa, how the name of bloody hell are we going to beat Lazio, Fiorentina, Juventus? But that's the beauty of Football Manager. You never know with these things. Just a wee tweak here or there could help. And I think Abate is going to come in for Descaglio, because I think he's been a weak link in the past few games. I don't know why. I just think he's just not done enough to prove to me that he's worthwhile keeping in there. So we'll just get straight into the game. I'm not overly confident with this team. I'll be honest. I mean, it's not like the Barcelona series that I've got, which you know the best players, you know the the roles they can play. I'm not confident with this Milan side at all to know that these guys are good enough. Obviously, the imposed transfer window embargo at the start by myself has really affected this because I think that we needed something. We needed something else in this team, and with not spending any money, it's looked quite poor. We have looked quite poor so far. So what we'll do is let's get into this game and we'll see how we get on. So nothing came in the first highlight as usual. We never seem to score goals right off the bat. So, but this most disappointing thing with this series so far is that we've gone behind in the majority of our games. It's been really, really poor. I mean, when the opposition have got people like Felipe Anderson, who was a kid at Santos, I believe, came through their ranks, did really well. Moved on to Barcelona, didn't really do that well there, but then moves on to Lazio and has done particularly well. Sorry about that, it's background application. Oh, here we go. There's a goal. Miroslav Klose, and that is not a good start, guys. That is not a good start at all. That's very poor. And I believe that we're in trouble now. We are really in trouble. Just look at this again. I don't think it's awful defending for a start. But who's supposed to be marking him? Because there's no one in that. We're playing a fairly defensive formation, and there's just no one in that box defending. So, 25 minutes gone, we're not looking like we're going to pick up points again, which is poor. I've changed the formation a bit, I've changed the personnel, I've tinkered with it. Honestly, this save is bizarre because you look at the players we've got and you think they've got to be good enough to. I mean, when we're playing like say Palermo, fair enough, this game we lose it. Fair dues, we're playing a good side. But like say Chievo, we should not be losing to Chievo. Never. Bacca, Bonaventura, Menez. Oh! And when you get gifted an opportunity, you slide really past the post. Good save, Donnarumma. Well done. Again, playing the kid in goals. Many people might think that's maybe the reason why we're losing games. But to be honest, this kid's got it all. And I feel that giving him game time at the top of Serie A will benefit this side a lot longer than anyone could ever hope for. I think he's got real potential to be the best goalkeeper in the world, next Buffon, etc., etc. Not happy with this performance at all. The players know it. The players know they have to get back out there. Obviously, still got a few players struggling for match sharpness. Need to take that into consideration in the second half. But I'll leave it as is. Basically, just tell them get out there and win this game. You've got us into this position. You get us out of it. Menez, poor ball. Montalivo, out to Antonelli. Play it. Oh, poor. Comes to nothing. Lazio, looking at them, they're struggling for fitness. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, okay, now's the time. Bring on Balotelli for Menez. Okay. Bring on, let's see, who can we bring on? Kevin Prince Boateng for Andrea Poli. And we'll also bring on, because this really needs freshened up, I feel, Desciglio on for Antonelli. I just feel that this really needs something from us. We need to give something, and bringing on 3 fresh players to face their tiring legs, I feel we've just got to go for it. Backer looking for Balotelli. Oh, he's hit the post! Nightmare for us. I just really thought that was going to be it. Balotelli against a weakening Lazio defence. I felt that if he'd ran at it, I'm going to, go overload for the last few minutes. Goal! Yes! That's it! I don't know who scored it. Descaglio. Yes! That will do nicely. Whoa, we needed that. Luis Adriano into Bacca. His shot deflected. And there's Descaglio. It's 1-1. Come on. We can do this now. We're on overload now. We're really going for it. Their defence is shot to pieces fitness-wise. I just feel like if we do this now, we've got a chance. To be honest, even a point against Lazio at this point would be really good. The way we've played, I feel that we deserve it. And the way that we've performed throughout the rest of the season, we need this. Just don't concede now. Good tackle. Well done. Go on. Let's go. Abate. Bacca. Play it. Oh, poor. Poor. Now defend this well. Oh, shocking piece of play there. And Klose is going to score. Oh no, he's not done wrong. Good save. Mexish. Oh no. Don't concede now, guys. Don't concede now. Good save again, Donnarumma. I said, let's try and just snatch this at the last. But again, it's poor. We're getting tired now as well, so not surprising really. We've put a lot into this game. But if we'd shown this type of performance against teams like Cagliari or Palermo or Carpe or whoever, you're more than a match for these teams. And our team have shown today that we can mix it with the big guys. So why can't we mix it against smaller teams? That is what I want to know. One last chance maybe. Luis Adriano. Offside. And that goes by the by. So 1-1 draw against Lazio at the San Siro. Not the greatest performance in the world, but you know what? We got a point. And that, compared to a few games this season, is a lot. So, obviously, disappointing with that, but happy with a point against Lazio, who are a bigger side in the league. So, be coming back to you for the Fiorentina game. So, I'll just skip forward to that day, and I'll see you guys in a minute. And we're back, guys. Fiorentina game now, 4th of October 2015. We've gone with pretty much a similar side that played in the last game. Donnarumma in goals, Abate, Antonelli's fullbacks, Romagnoli and Mexish in centre back. Midfield 3 of Poli, Bonaventura and Montalivo. Up front, Adriano, Menez and Bacca. Hopefully, we'll actually be able to turn this around, make it something good. Because quite frankly, the last couple of games, in fact the last God knows how many games, have been absolutely woeful. So hopefully we'll be able to make sure that we can do something here. I mean, we got a decent result last time with the draw, but at the same time we need to be thinking, we are AC Milan. We need to be winning a few games here. We cannot be in the bottom 3. And hopefully this is a start. End of the day, we've 3 big games here as they hit the bar. Oh, for God's sake. We've got 3 big games here against big sides. If we got 3 draws, for instance, I would be very confident in our next 5 games, us springing a big surprise, because it's just about getting performances, getting points on the board. Other teams might be winning games, but if we are playing games against teams like Fiorentina and getting points, I'm quite happy. Considering the way the team's performed so far this year, this would be progress. After all, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for progress because this has been a very, very poor start to the season. Admittedly, most of it was my fault with the tactic. I don't think it worked. The tactic I tried to employ, but end of the day, we still should have had enough to beat the teams we were playing. And as Fiorentina go forward, they're going to score. Good save by Donnarumma. Bacca, play it. Luis Adriano, play it. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Oh, offside. I thought it was a foul for a second there. I just caught a glimpse of a box there coming in the middle of the screen. I thought penalty, got to be. But not to be. Here's Bacca. Can you muscle a defender? You can, Luis Adriano. Oh, we can hit the post there, but still not good enough. And we're still 0-0. 40 minutes on the clock. And it's been a decent showing from us so far. Not a worldie by any manner of means, as Fiorentina still look very, very potent going forward. As Abate has been sent off, and that is not good. Why is it whenever we are in a position where we look like we're possibly going to do something, some clown gets himself sent off? Right. Okay, I'm going to take my ball-winning midfielder off. Bring on Christian Maldini. Now, a lot of you will be screaming at the screen saying, you've got Desciglio there, why are you playing Maldini? I think he deserves a chance. I really do. I'm just disappointed, so disappointed. Because we were all over them this half. And just that one move from these guys, and Romagnoli's coming off, and Zapata is coming on, just simply because the boy's knackered. I think we need more in that defence to withstand the inevitable onslaught that we're going to have. So if you look at this, 55 minutes gone, still pretty even in this game, which is a surprise really for us, because we are obviously a man less. For 63 minutes, I'll look to make a change, final change of the game, and I'm actually going to bring on Balotelli again. Got a feeling he could do something. He's replacing Menez. Just got a feeling he could maybe turn this game. He's got that unpredictability that you just think, well, if he does, he does. You know? Let's see from Fiorentina. On the ball. Good save, Donnarumma. Can we counter? What are you doing? Playing it about at the back there. Don't be doing that. So it's been 74 minutes and Fiorentina have got a corner. It's headed out, but Tino Costa's got the ball. Puts it Fernandes, Tino Costa again. Oh no! That looked like a deflection. and that isn't good. I think the deflection completely screwed our players here. Let's look at this. Oh, took it right off him. It's off Zapata, and then there's nothing Donnarumma could do with that. And absolutely gutted for the boys because they've put so much into this. They really have put so much into this, and I just thought they deserved something out of the game. But it looks like all they're going to get is 0 points and a lot of plaudits for their performance. Which, after all, is pushing me slightly further towards the sack door, to be perfectly honest. And I'm not one of these people. I mean, I know there's a few managers on Football Manager on YouTube. Oh, fuck off. Could have really done without that one. Anyway, there's a few managers on Football Manager on YouTube who don't like getting sacked. And no one likes getting sacked, but they refuse to do it. You know, that they will quit before they get sacked. I'm not one of those people. I'll take it on the chin. End of the day, if AC Milan board decide to get rid of me, they decide to get rid of me. I've obviously not done well enough. That's fine. End of series. You know, we've not achieved what we wanted to achieve. But end of the day, I'm not going to be going away from this and saying, well, I don't really care, we didn't do that well. It hurts, okay? It hurts when your team aren't playing well. Every Football Manager fan knows this, that it hurts. It's devastating when you are at a decent club and are not performing well. I mean, you're AC Milan, for God's sake, and look at where we are. Third bottom of the league. By the end of today, we could be bottom. Quite frankly, if Verona and Palermo win, we're bottom. So, wow. I'll just skip through all this. So you can see the results of the other games, hopefully. Now, obviously, we've got 13 days, nearly 2 weeks, till the Juventus game. Obviously, not looking forward to that. Palermo have won, so we've dropped down a position anyway. Not the greatest news ever. But, hey ho. We will move on from this and hopefully be able to spring a surprise in the next game against Juventus. I doubt it, but you just never know. I mean, looking at the league, Juventus are second. We're bottom. We are rock bottom. So it can only get better from here, guys. So if you've enjoyed watching me get humiliated, leave a like on the video, and I will skip forward to the Juventus game in 13 days, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, it's the date of the Juventus game, and we have had an absolute nightmare in the last couple of weeks. Despite us not having any games, the entire squad has just gone to pot. Jeremy Menez really unhappy with his part of the team. He's been transfer listed, but again, not really sure how much I can get rid of him. I don't think he's going to be able to be sort of got rid of very easily. It certainly doesn't seem that way anyway. So I've decided just to keep him on there just now in order to see what we can do. Obviously, we're having to replace what's his name, Abate, who's suspended today. We're playing Juventus, so I'm actually going to possibly change the instructions a bit, go deeper, lower tempo, more narrow. We're not going to play out defence anymore. decided we're just going to pump the ball up forward, hit early crosses, shoot on sight, we are actually going to have a different type of play. As I think that's better for this team now. To move forward, because the team wasn't gelling at all. So I think just changing it up completely, making it different, making the way we play different, I feel that could help this side greatly. I'm not going to lie, this is a big game because I feel that we could get humped. I feel we could honestly get absolutely trolleyed here. Very much a contain strategy going on here. You know, we're basically trying to avoid defeat from Juventus here, because I reckon we could be on the end of a hiding if we're not careful. Next is booked already in 4 minutes, for fuck's sake. You know, I mean, you don't expect that. Your centre back, one of the most important players in your. Oh, come on! You know, it's times like this when you think that FM's against you. You really do. I'm not taking any chances with Mexes either, because he's an idiot. So I'll take him off as well. Just take 2 off in 12 minutes. It's crazy, I know. But you know what? We just need to do that to keep our side, keep 11 men on the park. Against Juventus, that's the last thing you can do, is go down to 10 men. Offside, thank God for that. Oh, I thought that was a goal. I was just about to shout at Donnarumma for that. Because a lot of you guys might have been thinking, why am I not playing Diego Lopez? Why am I playing this Donnarumma character? Because I feel that overall he's a better goalkeeper, and he will be a better goalkeeper in the future. I think he could be the next Buffon, and the reason I'm playing him is to get him experience this season, so that next season he can really kick on. Now, not many people understand that, because the way I play Football Manager is it's all about the future. If the present isn't great, well, it's all building up to the future. And if I get sacked because of that, well, I've done my best for the club by bringing in young players. So that's, just what you have to deal with as part of being a Football Manager. And I thought, well, bring him in, Christian Maldini in, sort of work them up slowly, see how we do. But obviously Donnarumma is being put in there as a first team player. Maldini's very much a backup. But I just feel that he can do something. And I feel that he's doing it to the best of his ability at the moment. And I don't see any criticism can be labelled at him. So 53 minutes gone and nothing major to report, which is a good thing for us. Although in saying that, well out, get it away. Get it away. Don't foul him, you fucking fool! Oh, seriously. You do so well for 56 minutes, and then some clown does that, and you're 1-0 down. Oh boy. Right, okay. Just bring on a kid now. Just say, well, we've lost the game anyway. Might as well get one of our teenagers some action. It's just a real shame because we were looking half decent there. Again, it's been similar in that in a few games, when we've looked the better team, we've looked really good, we've done the sort of passing, we've done the defensive work, and then one slack mistake screws you up. Been that way the entire season. This is frustrating. It has to be said, this has to be one of the most frustrating saves I've done because they just simply don't look like they look like a team that's beaten. To be honest, they look like a team that's been beaten and you can't get them back. Not without major spend. Good save, Donnarumma. But yeah, I mean that was a major disappointment to us. I mean maybe I should have spent money in the summer. Maybe I should have made it that the summer transfer budgets weren't available. I just thought it'd make it more realistic. Because obviously we're into Antonelli sent off. You're having a laugh, man. You're absolutely having a laugh. I bring you on because you're seriously. He was complaining to me at the start of the season that he was wanting first team football this year. I thought, yeah, okay, I'll give you a start. I'll make you the starting left back. How does he repay you? In the biggest game of the season, screws it up. That's it, he's not getting back in the team. I'll quite happily play Desciglio at left back, or, that's just tough to take. We're rock bottom in the league. We've got these games out of the way, but oh dear, I've just seen something I don't like the look of, and I think you've probably seen it too by this point. Just get through that. Antonelli, issue a warning. Board. Oh boy. Board request meeting to discuss conference. Disappointed with the result against Juventus, and we'd like to know what happened. What to pick? That wasn't a good one. Oh no. Oh, you're joking. So that's just basically left me with the scenario of I need to win the next game, which is against Empoli at home. So we've got to do something we've not done in the league this season, and that's win. Oh, for God's sake. Right, okay, I'll be back with you guys in the next episode for that game. It could well be the last game of the series already. I mean, this is only the third episode, so that'd be the fourth episode in. That would be a disgrace. So I'll see you guys in the next episode.